process of educational administration. Educational administration does not refer to any single process. It's not one process. It is there are several processes simultaneously going on, and these are planning is being done, organizing is being done, directing is being done, coordinating and evaluation is being done. These there are the elements, the components, the vehicles of administration. Obviously, they are persons at different levels and different sectors. The administration is planning also, and other section is organizing also, and so someone is responsible for direction and coordination, and there are others who are evaluating. These two or more functions may be combined together in a person or a section. So this is a multifaceted process which is going on. And as I said, if you remember on the first day, while I mentioned the functions of administration, by FOIL, function of management by FOIL, I mentioned them there also, as these functions are being performed at administrative level as well as at management level. So we need to be clear, and that is why you would find that some part is being repeated here. So that is why I've differentiated between management and administration. That is why I am telling you what part administration is playing, what part management is playing, and planning might be taking at both levels. Remember, planning at there is a macro level, there's a meso level, there's a micro level. Macro, macro, macro level. That is highest level. Then there's meso level. There are some intermediary bodies, that level. There's a micro level, that is grassroots level. So at each level, we can't say that planning takes place only at macro level, national level, in only administration is planning. No, to implement the guidelines given by the administration, management at different levels may also be planning. So administration planning is how the aims and objectives are to be realized. They are planned at bigger level. They do not plan the minute details. Minute details of implementing a project is left to the management. So a plan is a predetermined strategy. You have to achieve certain objectives. So to achieve that objective, you think of all the relevant issues, that what sort of project it is going to be. For instance, with reference to special education, and let me precisely tell you, if the administration decides to open a special education institution, they have to plan, decide between different options in front of them. Where should the plan, special education be located? What should be the location? And then they analyze the existing situation where that service is most needed. So that where are the who are the other competitive agencies for provision of this service which we are planning. So planning includes the big decisions, like big decisions where the project in the special education institution will be located. Now, second big decision is that what specialty, what disability this institution is going to be established for. Is it going to be a multi-disability institution or going to concentrate on only one disability? So, what level should be? Would it be primary level, or it should be having a preschool level also, or it should be an elementary level, secondary level, or even college, university level? So, these big decisions are to be planned. They are to be among different alternatives. This at a planning stage, you select the most viable, most desirable the objectives. Then the second main function which any administration is likely to perform is organizing. So organizing involves the how much if you've got a task in front, how much staff would be required. If it's going to be huge organization, or going to be several organizations, several schools, several setups, then how much staff would be required of different calibers, different basic pay scales. As we know, there are grade 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and even 1920. The principals are normally of 1920 grade. So what would be the requirement of the staff? What would be their qualifications? What would be their pay scales? Who would be the boss? How much section would be there? Female, male section, and vice principal, male, vice principal, female. Then there are subsections, preschool section. Then you have got primary section. You have got high school section, college section. If it's going to be huge setup, you need to organize, and thus organizing is concerned with work, the people and the authority relationship. Who is the boss again? Who is responsible to whom? Who has to report to whom? Who has to supervise and who has to get supervised? So it's all regarding setting a team and making an effective of machinery, effective teamwork, and then assigning different tasks to different people. Then it is directing the administration task is that it is directing is a process of influencing people so that they strive willingly. Now, this word willingly to be noted. Now, if people are serving within an organization or within a setup, perforce they have to follow the rules and regulation and the orders given by the higher up authorities. But if you motivate them, if you influence them, if in a manner which a leader does, not order as a commander does. So that would definitely would be a good scene. And the if even the people if they are not being observed, if they are following the directions, that means that the organization, the setup is very effective. Then direction in management is that part which affects the decision, gives the signal, give the signal to act, indicate what action is to be, when it is to be, when it is to start, and when it is to stop. So the administration also is a signal post which gives the signal, green signal, red signal, or when to start, how to start, and the procedure is laid down properly. Then controlling is another function which the administration has to perform, and controlling involves measuring and monitoring performance. Directing, the previous function was just to tell, do this, do this, do that. And controlling is a shade different, and that means that those who are being directed, then as they move on, see to it that their direction is right. They are moving in the right direction. They are taking the actions as per the letter and spirit of the policies given. So controlling includes how far the goals have been achieved, extent of deviation, if any, from the given plans. Then another function of administration is that in regular intervals and at the end too, the evaluation process is carried on. So they keep on measuring and assessing the achievements of the objectives and provide an insight into strengths and weaknesses. Wherever there's weakness, that is pointed out. Wherever there are strengths, they are to be further cemented. So that is the purpose of evaluation.